Time is running out for nonprofits across our area to register for the chance to win a local impact grant from our parent company, Comcast NBCUniversal. The application deadline next Friday, April 24th. Joining me now is Dr. Jubril Oyeyemi, the founder and CEO of the Cherry Hill Free Clinic. They won a local impact grant last year. Congratulations, and thanks for talking with us this morning.
Thank you so much, Erin. That meant the world to us last year.
So tell us about the work that you do at the Cherry Hill Free Clinic and what you want people watching to know about the organization.
Yes, so the Cherry Hill Free Clinic is where you come to if you can't afford health insurance to see a primary care doctor like myself or 60 other providers, volunteer providers that make this possible for New Jersey residents who can't afford health insurance.
And what are you seeing? What kind of people are coming through the door, and what are they telling you? What has brought them to the Cherry Hill Free Clinic?
Yes, Erin. So it's been a combination of folks losing their jobs who've not been able to maintain health insurance coverage, or folks working multiple jobs that just don't offer health insurance. And these are our average neighbors, our next door neighbors. These are folks raising a young family, and a lot of these folks, even for things as basic as a medication refill, right? So you take thyroid medicine, you take blood pressure medicine, and you just can't stop getting the care you need to take care of these chronic conditions, which, by the way, about 96% of the neighbors who come to the Cherry Hill Free Clinic have some sort of chronic condition. And that's one of the things that the Impact Grant has really allowed us to do, is to take care of blood pressure, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, to help folks who have just fallen through the cracks of the healthcare system.
You know, you applied for that NBCUniversal Local Impact Grant. So tell us about the actual award you received, and what was the application process like? If there are any nonprofits out there that are thinking, maybe I should get in on this.
Yeah, you know, it was such a moment for us that we got awarded this grant. It was the result of hard work by our staff, and my message to nonprofits doing incredible work out there is really to apply. You know, for us, what this grant has done for us is it's helped us expand services, helped us be able to do more, to provide services that would not otherwise be available. For example, weight management, if you're uninsured, right? To be able to put the team in place to actually help treat that as a source chronic condition, so that people can then go on to live healthier lives. And and there are specific stories that come to mind. You know, like when I'm at the clinic seeing folks, I often see young men in their 40s who unfortunately, you know, a case that comes to mind is a Tim here in South Jersey, who does not mind me sharing his first name there, who went to the hospital in his mid-40s, working multiple jobs, doing lawn care and working in a local diner here, who ended up in the hospital with heart failure. Right, where his heart function is working at about 40% when that should be about 65%. And what happens as a result of that is you're short of breath, you can't breathe, you can't move. And so for Tim to be able to come to the Cherry Hill Free Clinic, get an appointment within a week of being discharged from the hospital, get his medications refilled, get to see a cardiologist. All of this was the result of the support of the NBC Universal Grant. So really just want to say that this is funding that helps us serve the community.
And all of that absolutely free, I should say, to that gentleman there. So you talked a little bit about how this has helped your mission at the Cherry Hill Free Clinic. I know that, you know, when I went and visited, you guys are doing incredible work there.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of times people are in a situation where they're having to make difficult choices. Do I pay to keep my lights on, or do I pay for my my medication? Do I pay to eat, or do I get that prescription refilled? I mean, that is a terrible choice to have to think about.
It is, Erin, and one of the things that the Cherry Hill Free Clinic that we've grown to do over time is to actually support some of these neighbors of ours who, even when you've solved the getting to see the doctor at no cost, right, there's still a problem with filling the prescription. So we have a patient care fund with which donations and grants like the NBCUniversal Grant help us actually help these folks with their medicines for a short while until they can get on their feet and get find a new job, or things change for them, and this premise, Aaron, is an important one to talk about, which is that life can happen to any one of us at any time, and to be able to have a safety net place to get help is the difference between life and death in some situations.
Listen, again, you guys are doing incredible work there at the Cherry Hill Free Clinic. Dr. Jubril Oyeyemi, the founder and the CEO there, thanks for talking with us this morning about the power of these local impact grants. They really can make a difference. And, of course, congratulations on getting that award.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you again. As we said, the deadline to apply coming up very soon. You can learn more about the local impact grants that are powered by Comcast NBC Universal. We've got the details about the program, as well as how you can submit your entry at NBC10.com/local impact grants. Applications must be received by next Friday, April 24th.